Everybody, good morning. Meteorologist Travis Kleneski here on this Thursday morning, where it's going to be another day full of a lot of wind, very warm or mild, dry conditions, lots of sunshine out there, and because of that, almost everybody in our area is under a red flag warning for today. This will start at noon today, and this will continue until 8 o'clock this evening. So really only parts of far eastern Nebraska along the Missouri River, and then far western Nebraska and the Panhandle covered by the Cheyenne National Weather Service office are not included. Everybody else is, as that fire threat will be high. Today, the story of the day, wind. Winds are back. They're a little breezy this morning. Watch these arrows as we head through the day today. They will kick up later this morning. By the mid to late morning, we're going to see some strong winds that continues this afternoon. A lot of sunshine out there, just a couple of clouds to the east and northeast. And then the winds will quickly die down tonight by around sunset. They will be much lighter this evening and overnight. That and skies remain clear, so it is going to be a chilly night ahead of us into Friday morning. Now, Friday, the winds remain light in eastern portions of Nebraska. Right in here, kind of an area of high pressure right there. But to the west, return southerly winds will be a little on the breezy side over the western half of the area. A lot of sunshine, rising temperatures. Should be a nice mild day after the chilly start to the morning, and then not nearly as cold tomorrow night as winds remain a bit breezy Saturday night out of the south and southeast. We'll see a few extra clouds pass through as well. In fact, this will take us into a very warm day on Saturday. Also a little on the windy side for some of us as well on Saturday. So highs today, mid to upper 60s and lower 70s this afternoon. We'll dip back into the low and mid 30s tonight, and some of those typical cold spots that get a little colder than expected a lot of times. I wouldn't be surprised to see some upper 20s. Yes, I'm looking at you, North Platte, Ord. Places like you usually get down a little colder than I expect. Could be the case again tomorrow morning. But nice recovery tomorrow in the east, upper 60s, mid to upper 60s and low 70s, low to mid 70s in central areas, and then upper 70s, low 80s here to the west, even some mid 80s in the far western part of the state. And those 80s will spread eastward as we look ahead to Saturday. Friday night into Saturday morning, 40s and low 50s for lows. Saturday is going to be a very warm day. Going to be quite windy as well. Maybe not as windy out west, but winds will be fairly strong, I think, especially in eastern Nebraska. So highs back up into the 80s and even low 90s in southwest Nebraska. Another very mild night Saturday night into Sunday morning, all ahead of the cold front. That front will just be entering the picture up here to the northwest. So temperatures will come down there in the 40s, but 50s for most of us on Sunday morning. And then Sunday, that front passes through. The timing is now looking a lot faster. So this is going to bring in that cooler air. So you can kind of get a hint of that frontal boundary. 80s out ahead of it, 70s and 60s behind the front, even upper 50s up around Gordon and Alliance and Kimball out in western portions of Nebraska. Beyond that, Monday will be a little chillier, but then I think even further down the road, we're going to be right back to warm weather once again. So highs today, upper 60s, windy conditions. Gusts today in the Tri-Cities up to 40 miles per hour. Same thing in Lincoln. We'll see a chillier night tonight with temperatures dropping thanks to the clear skies and lighter winds, but a nice warm up in store for tomorrow. Not as cold tomorrow night. Very warm and windy on Saturday. Gusts up around 35 miles per hour. Sunday will be windy and a little cooler. A slight chance of light rain Sunday night and a Monday morning. It doesn't look like a good chance. It's a decent chance of maybe a little light rain, but I don't think we'll pick up much there. It's going to be a cool and windy day on Monday. Chilly temperatures Monday night and Tuesday morning, but after that, temperatures do recover, and they'll be warming back up well into the 70s once again, maybe near 80 by the end of next week as we push towards Easter weekend. Looks like it's going to be mostly dry and warm as we head through Holy Week and into Easter weekend here. Looking ahead, we'll show you more on that in just a bit. North Platte, mild, windy today, gusts up to 35 miles per hour. A little chilly tonight, breezy and warm tomorrow. Winds could gust to 25 tomorrow. Same thing on Saturday, gust maybe 20, 25 miles per hour. It's going to be very warm on Saturday, not quite as windy though in North Platte compared to farther east. A few extra clouds around, and then here comes the cold fronts. You're down to 70 on Sunday with some stronger winds. A slight chance of light rain Sunday night into Monday morning. Cool and windy on Monday, but then after that, after a cold start Tuesday morning, we were warming right back up Tuesday, Wednesday, and beyond, well into the 70s. Maybe even sneaking above 80 there by Saturday, the day before Easter. In fact, as we look at the long-range outlook, basically from the middle of this week or next week to the middle of the following week, we're likely to be above average the way it looks right now, according to the Climate Prediction Center, as all the colder air remains to the east. I would certainly agree with that, and we're probably in the near average category. I'd put us probably near to below average is where I would see us at. There's just not a lot of moisture in store over these next few weeks. Again, we look ahead to the next chances, and that's Sunday night. right here. A little light rain, southern Nebraska, northern Kansas. It's not much. After that, maybe Wednesday, but that's mostly in Kansas, maybe far southern Nebraska. And there's just not much down the road. I'm still not seeing much taking us all the way to Easter morning there. Now, one thing I'll be watching for, I have been looking at the long range models and hinting at maybe a stronger low pressure system kicking out sometime around Easter or the following day. We may start talking severe weather. So that put us around the 20th to 21st, 22nd, right in that time frame. We may be in that weather pattern. We'll see. That's a long ways away to get too many details out, though. Let's look at the GFS model. Again, there's not much till Wednesday, or sorry, Monday night. A little light rain, Sunday night and Monday morning. Maybe even sneaking a little light snow in northern Nebraska, but probably not. And then Wednesday, it's mostly staying to our south, maybe clipping by our far southern counties. Wednesday. Now, this model has a little bit for Wednesday night and a Thursday. We'll see. I'm not going to be very strong on that yet. And then really not much until maybe Easter weekend. We'll see. This model's much different than the European forecast model as of right now. Let's look at those long-range temperature profiles. So again, we're mild today, warming up quite a bit the next 2 days. Very warm on Saturday there, especially southwest Nebraska. Then comes the cool down Sunday and into Monday. But then it's warming right back up next week all the way through Easter weekend. Big push in temperatures coming just in time for Easter. Could be up into the 80s again. Let's look at the GFS model. Again, mild today, warming up tomorrow, and very warm Saturday. Then comes the cool down Sunday and into Monday. Warming right back up after that, though, and it'll get quite warm by the end of next week. Once again, we'll see where things go from there. See if anything comes when it comes to more active weather beyond Easter. But as of right now, I'm just not seeing much, at least through the Saturday before Easter, the day before Easter Sunday. So with that, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for watching. I will see you all again on Friday morning as we wrap up this work week. We'll talk to you all later. Take care and God bless. Bye.